Hi you guys, it's your 5-minute tip. I am post-workout. I mismanaged my time today. Sorry. So, this is what you get. Super sorry. So, today's topic is shooting for the presets. So, what do you need to be doing in the camera and in the moment in order to be sure that you're going to get something that works well with the presets, and or how do you blend them together to create something that you really love? So what I figured I'd do is sort of show you a series of images in their raw states so that you can see what I'm shooting for, and I'm going to narrate it just a little bit. We've got some outdoor, we've got some indoor, we've got some top down. The most important thing that you want to be looking for is proper exposure on skin tones, because that's what these are built for. They're built to reflect beautiful skin tones and all different skin tones. So some presets work for some colors of skin and not for others. And that really depends on the tonality of the skin and all the other colors in your frame. That really matters as well. So when you're framing something up, what you want to be thinking about is, what are all the colors in this frame and how am I going to use them later? Do I need to eradicate some colors? Do I need to balance some colors? You might really want to think about digging into some color theory if you haven't done a lot of that before in previous artistic endeavors. Color theory is really heavily what these are built on. So they're built to really emphasize color theory ideals. So for example, in this image, I really focused on the balance of the coral tones and the tealish green tones to create a complementary palette. So I knew that that's what I was going to do when I was shooting, so I tried really hard to keep things out of the frame that weren't going to engage in that color palette. Like, I'm trying to remember, but I feel like the little boy had like a bright blue shirt on or something, and we just took it off. A, because I love flesh, and I think that flesh is beautiful on its own, but also B, because that would have messed with the overall color palette that we're trying to work with. Obviously, golden hour, everybody loves golden hour for all the beautiful things it can do for us. We really, you need to be shooting for even exposure on the skin tone, or you're going to wind up with crazy things happening. Even if you're trying to recover your skies, unless you're shooting with a secondary light source, like off-camera flash or something like that, it's more important for these presets that you are evenly shooting skin tone and like to hell with the rest, basically. These presets also really live and exist for strong contrast, natural contrast. So what you're really trying to do is create a balance of very light things and very dark things and the full range in between. So also, if you haven't done a lot of values work on the value scale, that's another great thing to spend a little bit of time with, is thinking about how many values on the value scale are being represented in my work. This is taught through black and white photography, but it's true in color photography also. You want to have things that are really close to one end, you know, you want to have like a 1 and a 2, and then also 8s and 9s. And sometimes you want the full range. But if you only have 1s and 2s and 8s and 9s, then it's like too intense and people are like, what's happening here? You want to keep some of the middle values as well. Yeah, I don't know why this one, the previous one, doesn't show the unedited version. But again, you can see here that what I shot for was even and properly exposed skin tones. And then I can go in and fiddle and flesh out, all of that gorgeous flesh. That's what matters. That's what counts. If you don't have detail in your skin tones, you're not going to be able to recover it in post. It's just not there. If it's too dark, if it's too light, it'll be gone in post. Okay? that's your 5-minute tip. Thanks for watching.